so say it be piatwa so Indian twa so go to cranina me coming out any ain't bremu the mama ya sassy food or what to say oh my no oh my no yes and I hose oh my full private oh my no we go. Okay, this is my motherland, Lady Ghana tiny. Anything I go talk, you get a tiny. Boy, what who want near hey, Bonnie Dane Fay. Many men feel he can tea, many won't pay. Malabahi can you feel the Baja in Cabo? When you know Ninja Lava, where me capable. I promise on my own, I'm more tired near me, Shona. Ling off a Mina Sana, Libukuna, no Shona.
Yamwaena, Zumanchia Fico May, Cohen Kabila Capito. Zaida kai banda bambanci mu daina zalunci ubangijin Allah wai ma zumunci ya fi komai annan Muhammad wai ma zumunci ya fi komai iyayenmu wai ma zumunci ya fi komai
This is not a peace song, it's a love song. Peace and Ghana getting married, keep the love strong. See, a peace we cannot risk. War at home is like cardiac arrest, cause home is where the heart is. Let the trumpets sound victory. The battle that we won is a battle for a peace. We promise on the honor that we'll never fight again, cause Ghana is a happy place, a joy we should defend.
Get him, what's up, motherland? I don't feel like Obidi and Afia. I'm in love with you now. Tamajiba Majihada Mabiata was a young will of Doji love for from Dakachale. How? From the big six, you still to fix things. Mawa Hamakafu was she can't reach this.
If you don't make it be, somebody for fight, we don't need one of peace. Hey, income boom. Is it with huh? If we to protect the nation, but the God and anyone I save it.
About the peace, hey, about our summer day, Kurjan, about the PP, hey, I want to know now summer day, walk, hey, bar. Mafama Wabo Susa, walk out some chon once, say, many bay you some Kevin Fuara, which as if you won't pay for a month who are when you did your cocoto. A lady be okay, palace, a lady more care, palace, a lepus you call care, palace. I'm out with you in. It's all about a peace. Hey, Baloba.
In a doom, stores out to doom, police say you foom, and we say soon. Papa, yeah, papa, depending on a high, Mwashakuma Muma, Memina Danima, Papa, would don't know what it is. What's the Mudania to send a photo gem, or BBC.
Ghana, it's no more.
Papa Peter Free me, Dayum Namitium, no war.
So that the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons and daughters of God. Hey, we pray for love, we pray for peace, we pray for unity always. To make our nation better. To make our nation better. Bring peace to our land. Nation better. Peace to our land.
Yes, from the Big Six, we still the fixed thing. Friday, the 21st of June, 2024. 5 minutes gone past 1600 hours. Live on our 24 radio, our Brabapa radio, as well as our 24 radio GH, with another edition of Bamaso. This is where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts. We come just to deliberate on all possibilities with which we would be able to let the Ghana we are so much yearning to have come to its own expression from nowhere or from within us. Around here, we know we are the very Ghana that we talk about every now and then. And if that is the case, we make sure we are able to provide what is needed for us to have that Ghana that we want. If you are here for the first time, we know you as a Ghanaian. That is what matters most. Yes, all the other identities, all the other labels that we may have, they are only identifying us as part of a whole. And there is no instance, or there is no way a part can deem itself as more important than the whole, no matter the case, under no circumstance. In fact, you would never be able to explain it to anybody that a part is important than the whole. So we may have our secondary identities, they are only identifying us as part of a whole. And the best of all ways is for you to be able to use the whole as your reference point, so as you'll be able to get the very best out of you. That is what brings us here, to reprogram ourselves, to not let our differences separate us, but our differences bring us to the awareness that putting our differences together, we are able to build something wonderful. We are able to build something amazing. We are able to move forward. After all, we don't prepare a meal with just one ingredient. We pick from here, we pick from here, we pick from here, we pick from here. And at the end of it all, when we prepare the meal, if you have not been diagnosed with any particular condition that will stop you from taking salt, you have to add a little bit salt so you'll be able to get the very taste of your food. So yes, it is on these grounds that we come here to reprogram ourselves, to come to that understanding of we complementing each other with all our differences to bring out the very best within us. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to Bamaso. And just don't see a demudo and a demuapi and come out baby. I will be a sample pensi will feed in that 24 radio, Abrapa radio, and a 24 radio GH. So Facebook and our dia a 24 radio stroke TV, YouTube a 24 radio, and Twitter X, and also at a 24 radio. Na ye baha ye betwatwa dwene ehwe kwan a ye betumi afa ama o my Ghana afa ne ntoma pefra na de ye ne se ye royal party ntare no gu baby na ye mami Theodosia Oko de mami ebo modin agama ye no mum ya hye no ene ya ahyenso de sonko they say a boboy yemfa haso folk de no anase kotoko jesi ene de bobo no da bi de Ghana de ene de bo eno na ye de dry ho e wo ha sei se de be ya ye betimi ehu ye ho from a common ground for us to be able to treat each other with respect because we share so much in common. Enunti ana yeba na ya royal party ntare na gu baby na ya mami Theodosia Oko de enumum ene ye de ahye na yeba nso a ya na yeba ye hu aduru ye nyina we have something to add up to what we have already gotten to discover the finer and better version of ourselves. Enti baby a waduru bia no matter who you are. Send a PhD be crowned as waba. It doesn't make you the embodiment of all knowledge. Say PhD me and sample an hour, say PhD and 9 input an hour. It does not make you the embodiment of all knowledge. There is something more that you can add to what you have you already know. In fact, when you look at it very well, what is there to be known as against what is there what you have already achieved. Send you 5 PhD krana masa the ocean a drop in an ocean. And he don't step out thinking say you know it all. The unim bia na ya kitty bi and kobe bia. And he ba ya de minim and the unim near the akabum na fe na yede na fe ni hun say we are building up knowledge. We are building something beautiful going forward. And when tin ya ba say. And if you ada and your friend Bogyae say you be the shebo mum I drink kese kwanso. I drink kese kwanso. You see, I drink kese kwanso no. Toda ya na wa poso poso. Nebusa ho several questions. Asem ne kasa I drink kese kwanso a. E dey be pa enechre. And it's not for the faint hearted. And class 1 for ade. E kasa adwen kese yi de hye obo a kire se obo afu paa o asem ne haw nemum uye firi obo a yese fa nyansa ene adwen kese eyi firi obo. My friend, atem ni die nyansa bi animu se wudu obi atem ene adwen kese bi ne wo nya adwen kese bi anim to insult someone adwen kese bi anim ba woni bibi etoda ohun utimi Obeka asem na dwen kese kwanso ba nipa na waka na asem no ono a hono mu a otimi hu no se David akwa we see asem a waka mi no me am timu no se ma nwini deep. Of course it's there. And no one can tell say wonim nyansa na wo ya bo o na emum a dwen kese ana wo dia pem no enti se wutimi dia ka de yenim dada no ama ya discover a better and a finer version of ourselves. Asem ni nyina no. Enti memo akwaba e de aba efiada dwumadie so what the Bogyae. Ai Bogyae ne de na che say yakoba bia as long as we stay within the boundaries and I say we work with a ground rule say I drink here ana yede eyi de ehyeebo eno anti ana ya ba say ti so te ani say the doctors is adin to Roehampton na Roehampton ya tomenum pa na nyamia Roehampton ya say ya bonu be mfie be de oho say ya bonu mfie be se numachi ewa enti nani Roehampton bi or coast or Bempona so otie ni se na etie ni dia na otie ni se de na sarebedi akon Dr. Ebenezer Mofabwati ana continue to rise in power na nketia adofo wa America, United Kingdom, Ghana, Germany, Spain, Belgium, Finland, Denmark, munina ya kanchi na boom ene fiada ya bon tetel na yetimi eden common ahihye so fefefe na yakọ enim so otie ni dia ene Papa Smiley ene of all days ifiada fiawe ene ifiada sonko yaba ya beto ato adwene no bio nemu Bogyae yebe di ehyeebo wate yebe di ehyeebo eti before bema Samfo abano you see tini right also for me now alabasta so o si tie no atiem say tie pa tie empempi no ignorance presents itself in the way we do our things in so many forms. As a matter of fact, infinite has infinite forms that it expresses in and through us, right? That is ignorance. Now, just imagine, say, for some reason, a part of your body, it's so happy just because another part of your body is not being well fed or not well treated, right? Just put yourself in that thinking mood. A part of your body is happy that another part of your whole body it's not being treated nicely, right? And say your hand, who is who is the niaje because you're ye as against tibia on ye against onai ye now on say niaje. I mean just think of that scenario. Maybe a chum ye bon komo with regards to kosro kobo ye won crofobia call gym. Now call gym concern kesiye pa na the upper part of their body. And when who exercise you are giving more attention to astrono. And imagine say astronomy just because it is getting all the resources, all the attention against what a nine or the lower part of the body should also get. And even the little or the part I was saying the time the resources are the lower part of your body should get the upper part is happy because it is taking it away from the lower part of your body. Just think of it. Now, just think of the possible consequences that could come as that continues to happen. The Ebekwaku wie and say a soon be do na a form no I am remre. It will get to a time a form no will not have the strength to be able to carry the top. And when you say top no na unyana ho anase we nyana ho. I mean, right? You see, some of these scenarios are just to get you on the path of thinking very deeply into some of the things that we become so happy, and I say we want to happen in our dear nation Ghana because of this partisan politics that we do. Unless you don't want to admit or accept the natural truth that we are all part of one body. In the context of what we are doing here, we are all part of one body we choose to call Ghana. And if a part of the body called Ghana, be it a political party, be it a religion, be it a tribe or what have you, is happy that it is getting all the attention as against the little attention or the little resources that should go to the other part of the body we call Ghana, and then it will get to that time and yet no one is predicting but it will get to the time the very ones who are stifled or the very ones who are not getting what they are supposed to get they say almost okay the things that could happen we wouldn't love it nearby. And some of the things that we do we do it out of ignorance. In fact, ignorance say the makano you will be our PhD, but you may still be ignorant, or you are still ignorant one way or the other in certain things. Say, some basic truth of life. Juma, they be no timun say, nim na bibia so dane komu. And a part of the body would only ignorantly be happy that it is getting most of the resources as against another part of the body. Na you see enyum biaba say nyame na shira yen na shiwo mu some catch say anyum to for their level of consciousness na am to nyum so na mum no wona utie ne say o rise to a certain level of consciousness I will cry to me more of the song than the or two right now any say you see we are all part of the body we choose to call life. To the Christians we are all part of a body we choose to call God. And just think of it in line with what I just spoke to you about, say a part of the body enjoying and then the other part of the body being stifled of resources, right? if we are all part of the body we choose to call God, right? We are all part of the body of life. We are all part of the body we choose to call God. And just imagine, say, oh, what do you say? You being part of the body we choose to call God, no, because of what you think you've gotten. Now another part of the same body now, also a shroud, no, no, ashinwa. Now you know what you say call Kasem. Eti onyankopon e shirawo to pain another part of itself. What you know who say? What you say mo call Kasem. Onyame shirawo bia ma ne nshi bia. Right? Nshi bia. Eti say what you say call Kasem say we are all part of a body called God or called life. Na say what you say oh, yeah, enjoyment when you it is paining another part of the body. Let's just say, or out of ignorance, and now they casa. Out of ignorance, you would want God to bless you. Nenshin crofo and paining crofo. What exactly do you mean, right? Ignorance presents itself to us in infinite forms. And if we are all a part of one body we choose to call life, let's say ojun say wunyame ehirawa, right? Say nhirana nyame ehirawa no should be an awakening to another person to rise to their God consciousness. You see, say nyame ehirawa, what it simply means, and it say you have awakened to the God principles or the God consciousness within you. Anama watapo into the resources or the blessings that are already expressing as life. You see, from where I stand, until we discovered, there was solar energy in the sun, no? Right? There was still solar energy in the sun. Until we began to tap into the sun for solar energy, no? That solar energy was in the sun. And until we fine-tune ourselves to be able to tap into that energy, no, that energy was still there. And when you look at life critically, God is not withholding anything from us. We have to fine-tune ourselves to be able to tap into what is already happening out there. Until science began, and I say came to understand, say they could medically put certain things together in order to use the snake venom in theaters. Say koba say you are bleeding pa almost ade na this snake venom no use to stop the bleeding. Until they were able to do that, no, that energy, that resource, that power was in the snake venom. And you na de ko shimu in the otie science for pa so omutimi eye bibia omufre no discovery enti woma discover de na de no ho no mu ana woma discover woma discover sana de ne tie enti hey, the bottom line is say wo behu ekwan na e wo so wo fine tune ho so de be ya obetimi a enjoy de onyankopon ahyehye dada na ohun na say wo enjoy ya empire also born say that other part of the same body we choose to call God, no, and so enyane na wonhu say ono so ewo achede sonko a onyankopon de adua ne mu na ono so enyane emane de no enadi na say and ono so de ne deadi a na eka ebeka wo de ne ho a na afei the body is becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. And if I am say the heart and I'm getting stronger, I would wish my kidneys also get stronger. I wouldn't wish to say me get it stronger, no, as a heart, no, my kidney and shino say nyangopon e shira me na me strong, no and shinu sunguni there be it is out of sheer ignorance for anybody to think that way. And you're building up from the political party level if you feel say because wo aban and the wa bam enti ube di aduane ni nyina, right? And then you get other people also hungry, right? Common ne wo mo a what you are doing kosoro kobo. Ya ka ho asempe. But this is from another angle. Kosoro kobo, and you are doing that out of ignorance. Sa asema ye kenya no. Eno anti anada ne de nyina enuanom bebre eba hase a they come and then they would want others to learn from what they already know, because say wa mwa ama afoforo eho anya won din a, what would happen and they say you will suffer from the ignorance of others. And many of us, we do so. We suffer from the ignorance of others. Until we are complete. Yes, we are complete. Just say, when me huya me deno, I am figuring out a way that I would also be able to evoke strength of another person. And that is why we will continue to work. We will continue to work. And once again, it is out of sheer ignorance for you to think, say, Nyami shirao ama another part of God. Ashino, and I say, ayene ya. Right? Say, Onyame, what discover how you'll be able to evoke the virtues of God within you for you to enjoy what God is already is. Empire also born say, be or can the body of God and who are also part of that body no, and discover ne dear na ono so nyane dear. As the heart discovers what it needs to do to be strong, no, it should wish that the kidneys also discovers what it needs to do to be strong, because together with other organs, no, they form one body. And if as the heart I remain strong and the other parts of my body are weaker, I belong to a weak body. It's just a matter of time for me to experience the weakness from the whole body. Enti onyame ehira wa bompa ye say emane nshi obia na emum emma oni krono and awaken to the presence of God within them. Said the bear ono so ho be ne den. Me ho ya me den na wo ho ya wo den na obi nso ho ya ne den na nyina ye ho ye den. What is that go gasem? I drink kese no. That's all. Yen kwa homa ne so e na mahunu se be ma sam safo. Waba. Ye ma sam enkasa kakra na owi a mako na tibongo eso. Sam, oti me kan? Ni fiada YouTube ho bra. Oti me kan? Okasa no for me ma adjust to kakra. Why? Okay. Ma adjust to kakra. Ebusia for want to say. Metonka. You ene fiada Bogyae memum me baaye no. Say odi oba ntemti enkomo no wati kakra fine, right? Mze etoda say yetimi dada ye ho na enema bi toto yi emayen ya na say yedi yi nkrofo ahi, right? Ya na ye refi say whatever the case may be, we all belong to one body we choose to call life or we choose to call God. And instead of say, oh wadada ho ama obi ana wadada ho ama enema atoto yi ama no, ye wosenka always share for others and senka omunso behu na omunso ene pa life edua wo mu no, they will also discover this. So they be ya me ho ya me den na onso hu ya ode no ni nyina ye hu ye den. So wa hwe hu a because of this partisan politics we do no, we forget that we are all part of a body we choose to call Ghana. And if I am in governance and I feel say menkwa menhwe me hu yi a forgetting say that other part of the body we choose to call Ghana no, if they are not well resourced, it will get to that time that the whole body will start crumbling down once again. Minim sa ote ya me de kosoro kobo mfato ho. Oh yeah, all belong to the upper part of the body. And me belong to the lower part of the body. So you call gym one. Now when you just say we put all the time and all the resources in building the upper part of the body. Forgetting say it will get to that time you will build the upper part of the body and then the weight will be too much for the lower part of the body to contain. A banasa guess a crana now or gym at the akope woman. Omu who are no muja and sa kwa na mo yariana. So and he you see Sam I didn't have a friend ignorance no it has infinite number of shades. Ignorance, it has infinite number of shades. And he Bogyae idea but we the American comedies comedies kakra bi na me yi ho no because so me ka say me yi knows na when the downloads were coming in right ahomachi bi ne nam saa na enema na sha ase say by na started putting them down say ya ka say ya kan nyina na ebe say mon kase pa nti kakra bi amaka no kakra bi a obeka wo ho no ekwanda ho and then afi nso so obi bi a obeso yi free obo a na nso we yi free obo adwen kase kwan so ti Sam yenim komo kakra wati meet you.
Yeah, I mean, me too. And then I was just thinking about, do we think say ignorance? And I say I can't ignore some people. Like, what do we mean? Is it the fact that we willingly or knowingly just ignore? And I say we just don't know better, which is it. And what kind of ignorance? I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, is it truly ignorance, or are we just scared, or do we not have empathy, or is it just pure greed that will make us behave the way we do as human beings?
Is it Sam? I don't know. Said the opposite hunu biya no. Out of ignorance. Because said Bible no cracker. Was it?
Let me ask you this: ignorance now. How would you define it? Is it
okay? All right.
Doesn't know what he's doing, or is it willingly just ignoring?
Ignorance and so on. Say yeah, the ba in perhaps say ya ba kubi a friend no cognitive dissonance, right? And he eno kra no ehu sen just the ignorance keke no, right? And Bible no kind of said you nim papa no wanye no bone ma no eno James chapter 4 verse 17, right? Eti ye mu levels the onim kra no obetima ka say ignorance. So send me church we say oh no who belong to the upper part and unim right unim say oh no oje all the time all the resources as the upper part no will be build to a level the lower part will be very weak to sustain you no and no unim and I say unim pa say ade ami it will get to that time ebema mimunu mesro no be edu and then me form no entimi contain no and then your friend cognitive dissonance say wunim pa na uduabo.
Repeat that again. What do you call it?
Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive say wunim pa as wu buso onfa ho entina say won koto jot no
yeah
am koto cigarette no say ya picture to ho right I picture to home say onuma adiwe ene beto anasa adiwe ne betimi ato among other things, right?
Yeah. I said that. And see, I mean, like based on the call our part of Ghana now. I mean, in my little opinion, considering that like our leaders and I'm not even going to say our leaders, the majority of Ghanaians or a good portion of the Ghanaians, I wouldn't think it's ignorance because ignorance, like you said, it could be something that maybe you didn't know better and you're still doing it. But here we are in a situation we say we have PhD holders, we have school to the highest level possible you can dream of. And yet they're demonstrating and acting and doing things in certain ways that we didn't want to say. So I think it's not so much of ignorance, it's rather cognitive dissonance, which I'm just learning from you. I'll research more into it later. I think that's what is happening.
Did that home born in the air,
Yeah, because yesterday Andra. No, I'm only the whole part because and here's why I asked you whether earlier I asked you earlier, is it because we are scared or we don't have any empathy, or is it pure greed? So I have established that I think it's cognitive dissonance. And then the question becomes, is it just we don't have empathy? Or because we don't have, are we scared? Or is it pure greed? And are we scared in the sense that if we allow the basic Ghanaian to improve or to become a little successful, or if we lay down the resources they need to benefit themselves now, are we scared that if they get a little better, are they going to try to overthrow us or do better than we can? And I say greed in the sense that is it just, I mean, when it's enough, like how much money can you get? How much properties can you acquire? Like, should it be just me and forget about everything else? And I think it's a with the sound from way that I totally agree, say, for every human being, you must first look out for you. Oh, Papa Somali, I will not expect you to help me out or to take care of me if you have not done the work on yourself first. Prime example, fire airplane, which is why they always tell you, see, in the case of emergency, secure your max first before you even attend to your daughter, because we all know, say, if you are now well established, if you're not well taken care of, you cannot take care of anybody else. So I totally agree. I totally get it. Go ahead, do you. Take care of you first before you help others. But the question becomes, when is enough? When do you think you've taken care of yourself enough that now you have to attend to other people or help other people? Right? Do I make sense?
Yeah, you're making a lot of sense. I say me kai san come on when do we know say and I say when will we come to that awareness say it's enough. It's like yeah you know him say okay o dey fan say wo ma etwitwa kakra no say so we are twaka kakra me boa.
Oh yeah.
Necessary. Ununa me tro no.
Yes.
Say the utwa say the level ni sitie no utwa kwa na del no eba na del no ba but utimi ko twaduru ba bi na afa enya wo na wo nom nsa na ensa ne mom ena enom wo right enti sensa ne mom ena enom wo na still la no wo mansa na enom wa wo hwa wo na wo nyansa na duru hefa.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Enti say udru sa level na wo be wo body na be kire wo say there be you've had enough. Na still la no wo sa enom a e kire say enya wo na wo nom nsa no na mum nsa ne mum ena enom wo.
Yes, which I agree with you because I'm glad you used this example because nobody's perfect. Like I've been there. There was a time and son and me. But I had to take a step back, reflect, and do the work.
That's right.
And I think it's a decent common way that we take things for granted because it's an ongoing thing, you know. But when you get to the top, you almost seem to forget how you got there, or where you came from. And that becomes a problem, which is why I think the other day when we talk about this a little bit, I mentioned I always make the effort to, and yes, if I'm crashing out, like I miss it or whatever, but I always keep that in the back of my mind in everything I do. So that always reminds me where I came from, and I'm able to stay humble. So it's an ongoing thing. It's an ongoing work.
That's right.
I think say people view it as though as when you get to a certain level, you don't have to do the work on yourself anymore. But that is just as important as going to work every day and making, surviving, taking care of your family, whether it's working out or whatever. That is just as important as working on yourself. And working on yourself could simply mean, just constantly reminding yourself where you came from, and where you are today, and where you could be. But it seems like when you get to the top, for some reason, people forget because they don't put in the work anymore. And it's very easy to forget.
Of
I
course.
don't blame people
Of course.
for forgetting, We understand that. But you have to do the work on yourself, and you have to actively. According to South Korea, I'm a friend Alcoholic Anonymous, like AA meetings. Now they tell you these things. You have to constantly be engaged. You have to constantly keep reminding yourself. But back home, it seems that people just forget, or I don't know. I really don't know what the problem is. And let me tell news, and apparently Obi Abe chain like in Drome. Let me say what is our story now. And apparently containers now Abe see how for a long period of time now. Instead of government, Ebe clear it in draw a container in draw, people need it. I think one of the biggest one they said is that people with HIV, like they need this medication to sustain them. But for some reason, in drawway, it go have they can easily clear it and just put it out there for the people. So the people that need it the most can get a hold of it. But for some reason, Oma hold it in drawway hostage. I deal be at a for free. I only so uncroft when Ankasa in here. You are holding a hostage, you're not being released, you're not releasing it or whatever. And whatever the case may be, but the office say you cannot release it for whatever reason. Communicate that to the public. And that takes me back to my point. Is it because we don't have empathy? Or is it because we're scared? Are you scared that if these people get the medicine and they feel better, they turn their backs on you? Or is it because you just don't have and that's why you're just behaving like that?
Say empathy no o kan ho asemi no it has to be activated, right? Say ade no woyemu because said the word din bia no it gets to that stage bia ultimately say ade we de wadwene sha ase abafie, right? The very ones bia o chese bia omuni empathy no they haven't activated this. Sankrofo no say ade anka bia omo ankasa hu nipa ana challenges bi fa wo mu a enka obo hu ni say akwa we say wo kire say wo den sa keke enso na onye den, right? It is how new chrono na I was say you taking it through a whole new programming. Na wo hu ni say there be empathy na ye kan ho asa na sa atenka na wo ma obi a oben no enye obi oben no pe na wo so nya sa atenka no edema no. It should be across board to every part of the whole. Mpacha what you say?
Yeah.
It's said me si chechire mu no. Baby the cells within the legs ewo as against the cells within the head ewo no obeka se bia nka mutwe pa meboa.
Yeah.
Emutwe. However, they are still connected. Yes. Bia nka nipa ne ben wa said nka bia wo ne ebe deal no different. Oh, imagine say tio when you say say minister biba yare a oh ohwa at ahokeka wode ebe face saa yade no oh ene say abofra bi a wo koso bo twen ho aka na ono so ehia supporter. Is it the same support and ombe
I mean, I guess so. How do we? Because getting kind of like your band. What about the person? The person far from you. How do we get? I guess those in charge, those in power, those with the means to be able to activate that. I think kind of for.
I would say, you would have to use evidence in life, evidence all around us, to help you do that reprogramming. I say when say science kakra one streak of light can just pass through a prism, and then what happens at the other end? Do you have any idea?
No.
Okay. One streak of light will pass through a prism, and on the other end, it will burst into a spectrum of colors. Right? We science kakra ne so but me say me course secondary school na me dwa science pa me teacher na mama ni anye science ho kra da.
And look at you now. I'm educator now. Who educate your mom for?
81 streak of light passing through a prism. No, some of them may ignorantly think and say, "Oh, I am color blue. I'm color red. I am color yellow. What have you?" Right? Resistance. It was from the same source, the same light that passed through the prism. No, and it bursted into the spectrum of colors. Now, Ubebusa who said, can you separate the one color from the other in that spectrum of colors, Anna? Can you do that? You cannot. A boom, right? A boom back Anna who say Gina Hono. You cannot. You see me call Ghana no. Mishia Branty bia mitini dino. Anna who say oya santini. And mechanic say, "Oh, wow, we are Santini, my papa." Oh, yes, I am a proud Asante. Yes, I'm a proud one. And say, sounds like in the animal Sante for the arm to make a Casanse. No, and me catch and say, you see, I hope say you are not thinking say because you are a proud Asante. No, it makes you better than anybody else in the country, right? No, hear me. And I'm going to say, the fact that you come from Ashanti region, it only identifies you as part of the whole we call Ghana. That is the only thing. It only identifies you as part of the whole. Right? I feel now, I'm hear me, so of course. Baby, I will now, Udi too, it only identifies you as part of the whole. It does not identify you as better than any other part of the whole, right? And we need to program or reprogram ourselves to come to this awareness. Na ye sha see ehu yen ho from where we come from. So na ye hu ni say because of where we come from no being the same no, we should be able to treat ourselves with enough respect. You see, this is one thing that also came to mind, Sam. You can't true respect our own. True respect is not dependent on our secondary identities. True respect is dependent on our primary identities. Say, what is our same we say or say, hey, enyanyame pa. What is what can be that is to say you are looking at a bigger authority, a bigger force, and you are not doing what enka and right? hwe ye nyina ye ohwe no say ye de Ghana kra na ede ye pomasi bra ya me kan wa ha me say the fact that you are a Ghanaian no there is nothing bigger than that. And if anything whatsoever is to cause you to look down upon a fellow Ghanaian, that which caused you to look down upon a fellow Ghanaian to you is deemed as important than the person being a Ghanaian. But what is your cousin?
Yeah. I did that.
What you say? If because of someone's secondary identity, say be or ye Christian or ye Mason or ye Brecha, so and as or ye mate, and no ohwe saade no so na the disrespect will be you are disrespecting the whole being. So who fan so ye Ghana ni and as who fan so in you are disrespecting the whole being. But the actually say saade na ohwe so disrespect is a woni krono a sombo essing the entire being a nipa no oye. Me sure say makanitwi a change them kama. So
yeah, which I mean in this case the entire being, like we're thinking about, like you said, nothing is bigger than the fact that you are a
Ghanaian.
True Ghanaian.
That's it.
But here is the situation. Sometimes you have to wonder when it comes to, I guess, our leaders and those with the upper hands in our country. Do they truly see themselves as true Ghanaians? Like, do they truly see themselves, or do they just put on that mask that I'm a Ghanaian to get what they want? And I say that too because there's a situation that they don't spend the currency. They have all the asset out of the country. And I'm talking about the materialistic stuff right now. They have their families out of the country, and perhaps yet there are leaders in the country. So do they truly really see themselves as a country? Because if they really do, perhaps they will put I don't know how to say, like put your money where your mouth is, or the other way around. Because if they really did and they truly did care and they see themselves as a Ghanaian, they do know that if they spend the city, it will help the economy. If they stayed in Ghana, it will help the economy. If they kept their assets and whatever, the majority of it in the country, it will help the country move forward. But here's the situation that they're doing the opposite. So do they truly really see themselves, or think deep down that they are, or do they put on the mask to get what they want?
Sam, you see,
as some said,
on say as someone walking on, it just simply falls in line with the cognitive dissonance, right?
Yep, exactly. Which I'm very happy I learned that today from you.
Na cognitive dissonance, no say a higher form of a higher form of ignorance.
Yeah.
Say unim dia. Okay, fine. You can just say okay, that's fine. But the unim pa no na wasa what in the nimpa no ye no. Onu mum ye ignorant, more ignorant than the one ye debe. Unim kra na no oye no. Say the why na what I say internet say na abehwe no. Say ye fa say yane. So unim yane me wa.
Yane.
Unim yane.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of broken. And I said, TFI. So nim TFI.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Say TFI. Esi ho ohun. Na akola wonim say TFI etidi. Na wo a wo ye pani na wonim say TFI etidi a mumie no ho na agimi pa. Enti on say me busa ni say no ohun. Me busa asem ne keke o enti no wo no said ye Bob Marley kind or say who the cap fit kaso so mamie somebody let them wear it, who the cap fit, let them wear it. Enti me say abofra ya TFI esi honom na bia onnim na wakwa akote adi ene wo panimu a unim saade we TFI na what ye dino. Oh, Mumieno. Wana yedi Jimmy describe what Yabacas with Jimmy Pa. What do you mean, Yano? Men would see
Obia betting here, no,
Obia Yano man.
Obia dream. Where someone okay,
Sa, enti, Odia. Enta na mpese me kan se wo munim no because the koba say a cognitive dissonance pa na omo de ye dia ene na say a higher level of abodamsem so a higher level enti said the match chire mu am wo hu ne say oye who belong to the upper part of the body ana already if you say wo ye kese e wo upper part no you will need the support of the lower part to be able to carry on na Bibia and Click will say you have to look after the lower part as well. And I say you need to cause some changes to happen in the lower part. Now the answer when you just say, oh the upper hormone, oh yeah, can say na lower no, afi shrink it. Oh, it will get to that time you won't get that support that you need. You should get from the lower part because so no yeah, can say maybe.
Another
Kasa, what Kasa?
No, go. No.
Eti se ekoba se wo no uni we nyina o uni de eke uni we nyina na se wo uguswa o stefo the lower part no say wo mo so enhire they should continue to shrink wo ya panimu a wo dibini simple. Yes, simple. Cognitive dissonance no that is what it is. Eti we be say yan kan kire wo say but some church mu say e ma wo no wa what ase akọ kasa meboa.
Eti and here's what I would add to that, like the scary part about it, and I hope they know as well, is I think say all face into yama on or boosting for and everybody around you is gonna be struggling. When push comes to shove now and we best see I think so we'll benefit see climbing or the
so what the any brand
yes say a brain and also all face what protect towards the wall what try wall by 20 feet after all dying and that's the way but when you keep starving the people, when you keep making it difficult for the people now and maybe Banny said I'm a new break that's almost called science and inquire. The first wall near 20 feet to be to for trust me, a new bread or what the new bread car when the time comes, once years and depending on bread.
And crapa. So say na ya Canada say Ghana food rumuja. Oh, so what is asking no pembe.
Oh yeah.
Ghana food rumuja neja. Yeah, na still they try a cognitive dissonance na so, right?
Yes.
But I'm paying for answer na come say so tap on chenia or there be. Oh hey, I need what ben
what minimum papa because the side ben and you know what? I think you have about buy now can be say insulting. That's be a name and I see this I know shame come on as no mention. Then I was sitting there and I was laughing because I agree with you, don't get me wrong. I drink the name. But and you don't have to answer this, but would you also agree that sometimes you have to use the harshest way to get people's attention, like the harshest tactics? According to say Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, Malcolm X is said by any means necessary, it doesn't matter. But meanwhile, Martin Luther King, on the other hand, it's like slow, I forgot his slogan, but it's like more like slow, casual, patience, whatever. Nti ne metio na kase nti nyansa sem I know who did the time I do a found Kobe and I see but no can metio which I agree with everything you're saying, but sometimes would you also agree that you have to use the harshest tactics to get your message across? I quite to say Trini Jonas and I say this guy obey a video about his Dutch passport, I'm sure there's a better way they could have said it. My office and come by like local Ghana way and I'm me pacho me say me pacho but because do we think they could have gotten any attention?
Okay, all right. I see. Me who they all can, right? Now this is what I will say. Once example now me dem about abofra what ya na edi ne panya what ya na edi no. Oh. Some man can't tell so ya aboa o. But say oye panimu a what ya na edi a say wa obehu ni say wagimi ana.
Yeah. I agree. Matthias said come up by at the same time and Uncle and directly
I hope I come catch and direct say wagimi on.
What kind of say because hey Papa Smiley I can't
you see this is I'll tell you so we are here the principles in Nanti on. And from where I stand, you know, right? I am of the view say as wachibia a free eponumu ban, right? Or the attributes of the ocean and eba. Nemum enya wachibia and aye awaken to the attributes of the ocean within it. Enti nyina no, we are an embodiment of the truth. Say we are an embodiment of what we have emerged of. The yefiri mu ba nsi nyina yefiri nyame mu ne ba ya se na yetwere no can say we were created in the spiritual image and the likeness of God. What is the spiritual image and likeness of God? When you observe life, you can see creativity, intelligence, and love within life. Into all these things, and yefiri mu aba. Into see yefiri mu aba dia ewoye mu na emum enye ye nyina na ya activate those elements within us. Now if I say yeah activate those elements within us, no nkyere say eni yemu. So nim say America hona wo no nkrofo bu ho no mo a omo ya Americans so omo ni American passport me boa.
Oh yeah.
The fact so ni American passport no nkyere say wonya American ana.
Yeah.
Ana only American passport nti wonya American ana.
No, that's not how it works.
Enti ye krom ha say enkrofo bu ho no mo a bi a omo wo London but bi a Liverpool kura omo nko hoda ebi wo Liverpool omo nko Manchester kura da on free United Kingdom on free hadda right ne dia ne corner na wo hye no but the first bi a woni British passport ne say that person is not a British. And from where I stand, you know, meaning say each and every one of us, you know, we have those attributes of God within us. And the truth is within us. However, the truth is settled. Ada. Enti se me mahunu se wagimi no. Me duty and say meboa wa mo wanyane sa truth na ewo mu no. Enti me concern kese na nkyere say it's not dependent on me telling you say wagimi. Nemo me concern na say may awaken the truth, the wisdom, all the attributes that you emerge from is within you. Enti no any me pese me book esekra na ehwa na my mouse scenario to say dem de ma we no na afi no wa wankasa we decide ama ho ma me example ba ko na afi yen ko na tibungo so emre bi na mejina train station bi na me hu say papa bi ekura polythene bag black bi na polythene bag no what the ade bi him can bi him ana wonom no kakra me de minimum ade na wonom because no public places are no ye ma ho kwan ma wonom nsa enti also the share polythene bag mu tuntum na o twon ade kakra me ka madam fu bi oto nsa wo shop bi enti oto nsa na otu ano shop na opie na oni policefoɔ car ta ehwa na wo say wura inside afi na policefoɔ no esre no right because ni kwan say be a wo no ni kwan say wo nom nsa wa abonten you can drink e wo ho no okay enti me hu say papa we nom bibi e wo ne can musa no ana me busa ne say na wi abo kakra me say oh what do you seem to be enjoying on this fine afternoon? I know sre so nim say me nim di o nom no right I know sre I know so onom na super K right bia no odin pa one for friend say sa bia ne de ma homeless na wo ha say ano odin pa enti o chem so o bon super K bi na so wow from the way you seem to be sipping it now, I can see you are enjoying it. I mean, Super K, I say, no, so almost yes, so cry, you know. Oto me and Sani ama ba kwa ka ho. Oh, enti 4 for the price of 3. So that I go kasem.
Yeah.
Enti owie na aja me busa na say. In the see so bi busa na say, what is the cost of the beer to you? Will you tell the person how much it cost you to pay to buy the beer, or what happens to you after drinking the beer? So what is that called, Castle?
Yeah,
What is that called, Castle? I feel upon the no him, sir. So, hey.
Dream by force.
Over dream by force. Right? I mean, so you see, when we don't take the time to give ourselves the therapy that we need, we will rush into things and then we will end up messing up the situation. As ma me catch the papa no akọ onko dwene na de ho. And I'm very certain say ono anim say odwene ho wie na otoa so eye de opeso ya ene cognitive dissonance and de ono anasem, right? And yes, sometimes you would need a adrenkese. You can even use adrenkese to insult someone. Nti no sa no unyane nyansa ne wonimu adrenkese kwan so, as simple as that. But what I say ko kasem?
Yes.
Good one there. You any what be for Abeka na and sana makona tibongo so.
Oh, just one last thing,
okay.
Just to leave everybody with. I will say this. Everybody say if you have, I don't know how to put it. If you like you have some sort of resources or whatever the case may be, make sure you take care of it. And I say because if you are any resource, when you say a resource is at the part, just be patient with it, take care of it, cherish it, because you never know. I don't know make sense because let me show you Copa America. I know more opinion since Natibungo has said. Let me Argentina versus Canada and let me Bannon Airfare and Pierre and Alfonso Davis. I think so a Ghanaian, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a captain, or ball captain band, I know lead the Canadian team onto the field. And I was shaking my head. I'm inviting beside me and say, why are you shaking your head? I thought you liked soccer. And then I went into it and I started explaining to her, say, that guy is a Ghanaian, like he could have been leading us onto the field. He could have been helping us, but here we are, we didn't take care of our resources, or we didn't see as a resources or whatever the case may be. And now we've lost him to Canada. Someone's trash is another man's, I guess you could say, gold or diamond. So that's what I'll leave you with. If you have something, take care of it, cherish it, because you never know what the future holds.
You, thank you very much. What's my okay? Say I send me for hina send me puno. On say I can see you so here, but free kick. Na utranye yi na ye use say begina line no so a. Sa line na ya omo form no say ye be free kicker.
Yeah.
Him fa na ya na hwe players na ya na wo omo do omo nsato. Omo de tom be ma so me bo a. Enti no hono obetima ka say they are securing the things that are precious to them, right? And I say you can say they are securing places when they are hit harder. Ubehunu say I deal with the come hu yie pa, right? Enti said yeah they call yeah mine and I say amamumu. How are we securing the precious items that we have? Yemfa nto yebedi hu komoda foforo. What you? Nyenko natibongo so. Natibongo woti men kadia ene bra bebo enkomo ene me imagine say meba na eba no so ameba na nyaade ameche menche sa enti no One a bit many me saa time in the na mabom common tentem near court. Tinati bongo. Akwaba. Good. And yaba. Yabon komo kakra. I'm really so boy and komo. Why?
So now then you can cause me by now. Finfuni kakra na. So when some so bon koma nti mama iraka.
Why kakra so? Oh. Ayasemu. One say and Canadian Bogyae, but I'll just recap on what we were sharing in briefly. So that you can also share your view. Say na meet I've always said it here, but say and you be a man for the pa nyami ne shira me na shiwu. So what is annual number?
Yeah.
Na nyumbia mse already mo pa nti wan hwini ya obeti, and then you miss so much that you can also learn from it, right? Na you see, so ujitum say we are all part of one body we choose to call life, and I unyintum sa
yeah.
We may be different, and yeah, right? There is differences. Sani say could be what ebi so. There are differences, but whatever differences that we may have, we are all part of one body we choose to call life or God. Or the encancer, right? And ujitum.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And he said ujitum dia, and yeah, every part bia of that body is a part of God. And it's ujitum. Or it's a part of life, and it's what you do.
Part of life, part of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, the bottom.
So right now, no, Papa. Okay, me too. Yeah.
This is the bottom line. Okay. Oh yeah, mami God and I say life in free honor. We are all different parts of a whole.
Yeah.
And there's all ujitum. It's like your body. It's like your body.
Yeah.
Your eyes is part of your whole body. Your leg is part of your whole body. Whatever part of your body it belongs to the same body. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Until what I say called
Oh yeah.
Until you find the individual level. Enti ekoba say wo a part bia of your body who feel say you are getting strong na another part of your body onone de shin say you are getting stronger odwene ho say oti ase say call kasem enti wo sa part of the whole body odwene say bia aduane bia ano edi boa ama wo no ho ayedin na emom no sa part and there's another part perhaps it is suffering from said aduane na wo die no, but because they say you are enjoying as that part of the body sa part na no suffer from the no and I said the dey ma no ahye no a odwene sa asem no ho say
Papa, no sir, your body was no biani the ope. So who make crime I'm allergic to so many things. So who confab you find say fufu who are on fufu ibia no one be basa na say obenya oberane ni stomach berane any all those things. And no what say sad ni ma de kronti a wo di fufu na ma yem ya so what as obu wo no be men no ni fufu da wo so wo no ni banku da obu okra so wo no onwe nam da the moment or the number can ho no even though it's sweet so the nam not can o ketrema so a ne di ne ede no ewura ni padua ni mu a na ekọ yafunu ni mu a there are some organs bi o mu a no so empesa anam no even though say tetrema no say na gi atom no once I know I rejected now so many the complications be brain pedua no and me the answer as humans wo na so hu de udiko mu ebeye alcohol. Well, them say all the alcohol cool more. I don't the deal no. The opposite in your mouth no. Ebe ya mouth. But I don't the deal no. So there are some organs be on ma. It's hard for them to accept the alcohol in the body. If you can say even oh yeah the moderate crana, which I agree. I mean, be aware the moderator. That's fine. But so quite excessive for intimate and there's so many health implications be bring the brain ni pedriano. If you understand your body now, share organs no. Now yeah you can live as long as you can because that's the reason why you see these people who are now best 90, 80 years, but no, as I still now, as I who send when they because I rejecting them maybe and touch them and any debate konimua organs e wonimu no MP.
That's right.
So
That's right.
Aha, there are so many things. They said me say I don't remember my last my cake, even my wedding cake, Rami Mandy. I don't like cakes. I don't care whether it's vanilla, strawberry, or whatever. I don't eat cake. The moment your cake become your cake, there are some cakes ni biwa papa. But the moment you become mimono, it will take a week before say may okay. So what you say? Aha, they said donuts. We said donuts. Say donuts there. Secret anyway. Enya koketrema so ababo ano tete be nya wura me body mu say ya. It will take so many days before say I will feel okay. So I dear baby say no, why would I have to eat things?
And I was said I will kind of know. Measure say you find said I will kind of say ketrema and I say the taste be I will enjoy from ketrema so through your throat kakra bi no ujina sa taste ne so now o disregard it the other possible effect on the entire body na chese say one deep yes
yes once papa tetrema wo hui on chirifi o ne enwono kra no oje so because duro kra se no ma enwono pa but won say no waje eti tetrema na da honom no ewo ni natural no so ni natural defe bi e kind of saliva say udi tetrema nya to ano so probon say naturally no na or the na no ababe kwada de na ma aye de pese ye na say eti wu nipa no wu na so hu say sa de wi ekomi mu a just pork me call Ghana me pork but me call Ghana ye me pork bi obi a me pork no but na ko say ya pork no because say do mu say ye no say do mu say achi ho na mu di spices ya ye ho ni o may all these fast ni na free ho na mana lean no I mean to me check me touch ma obi a pork me we pork na sa ensan gume no me ensan bi angume so that here it no me hu no say a body no system no akwa say car there be na me tell you super because car as a whole no bibia no ayi frika mu a ebe maka na I whole bi papa so what you say car we battery free my intimate package ni steer to steer free mu a intimate drive it utu car tire ba ko a car no intimate drive it sa na nipa yete enti bibia no o nipa no hu say sa de we so what you say because me say ma hu enema bi a ekomi mu a me hu no say eboa me pa so what you say say ne bi di say awia ene sama abai na enya unsa fufu kama so enya unsa fufu na ya yewu wenya reverend kwan bi so what I say wako you can say Kentucky on ton this akoko local akoto bi okuru ya yewu kwan kama maybe pe fufu but me na me dia me hu say me hu odin me dia me hu say yes amanya ahoden sonku bi so hu me pe body am pesi edin kontomre se me diwi a e ma me nya hodin bi fufuro me hwehwe me tim di tu mana mo apart from such an man there are so many things that me hu say ko mi mu a nya de say boa me ma me perform me as human you know me so my distance myself from all those things and mama look more younger than what people are saying to me now hey because the last be let me young ko liquor store na and I or no 2021. Me say me could do I say you want me to me na me omo say me 17 years. To me fa me ID mo. Me di my ID ni mo na kwante ni satan na no say say wo nyina gumpom. You know I think say whatever. Now it's not a piano papa. Yensuo me cra say me press spring water more than this normal filtered water no. So as here ubia anti ni nyina depend who nipa no as a whole. So as here akoy say ye bo bi wa say papa. Na anytime biara na me through me nine pa because crew master nine one really year. Nobody did not count when I on surgery in my baba best say you money way. Show me na pa but say a bubble now because I know ubi on ma be a number crowd could tribute or sara no pay when any so into who say we are a dream in you one we are bubu na and you know the cancer last week ya bubble scada so ya bubble mama I come in keeper I say me mu say defend anybody jab on who can here because you come here from me because me so come no from me at that time no me complete nipa online ehun kan you now Olympic so Olympia it makes you like I said unya nye nipa na nyame ball no because nipa de nyame boy say nante kama yen rane the moment now ho be kan untimi ntum dika no oba be incomplete so what I say what I say even your middle finger now most finger 4 5 ni na no kit back ho kra ho kan you are incomplete because wow won't perform what you want to perform so what I say it you know said the miss me I said those Canada yeah a nipa as a whole no any part of us whether the ehu ewe ni so ye nine any day ehu no e mu ni nyina no there are so many things to cry where you mu no do so change the ehu no and I think say no one of the most important things pay attention you also to me you listen to your body language you know also to me no body no ti body na say so I say but obi one ma bubu lebu say ono onim de papa wo kra education ya wo kan sa de ke kana hey so I say ono de do be fa bia no de awura ni mu do be fa bia no de awura ni mu do be fa bia no de awura ni mu ti say me say anytime we did one day bia papa say bia ti say one day bia no me reduce weight but time bia me sorry I say me di breakfast me di lunch e bia na say me di supper no papa within some weeks no no gain weight so what I say you let me weigh 200 and something pound be and me weigh 160 but and then me tell me who say no okay me didi no papa bia me pay me TV no a ewia bia me didi ma check 6 na me didi awie and no me ko check here no me weigh 195 pounds I no cry no still na me guso within 2 weeks so home and papa listening to your body you know what go into your body and what comes out on it is one of the most important thing if you say as human being no we all need to pay attention to and it's a meeting come and say there the ministry as if I don't know if
why are there once what bonchire pa I love it said you also see actually mu no say you when you disregard the impact of the whole the impact on the whole body as against be a part ebenya na just say no one said that one you conscious so one kwachiri and enkomo kakra na me ne sam enso edie and so onu na dwen say leadership by their greed and their selfish attitude when they stifle a part of the whole body the whole body we call Ghana and no ujitum say their greed and their selfish interest and they stifle a part of the whole body we call Ghana no when ujitum
no cannot disagree
unyintum ana men cheche kakra na ti ase
I would cheche mu kire me say bia na
okay yeah you see yan fa ne say na no say na me busa say ade be nti arabia ye timiasi University of Ghana Medical Center ɛwɔ nkran na yɛntumi nsi a similar one ɛwɔ bi a sunyane o area mu hɔ baabi ɛde bi ntra because oka wohwɛ sika yɛde bɛto so sɛ ɛno ne yɛde si saa project wei a sɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ obi na ɛkɔsi mansion ɛwɔ mu anaasɛ obi na ɛtɔ V8 bɛsɛ 5 ɛwɔ mu a saa sika no a wɔde si mansion anaasɛ wɔde tɔ ɛyɛ V8 no nka wɔbɛtumi ɛde asi another facility ɛno wogye tum saa
me jitum.
Okay, all right. Nti sɛ ɛba ne saa deɛ a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ the very ones who are in charge no almost selfish please anaasɛ almost selfish desires no for what another part of the whole kyerɛ sɛ bona hafo nso ɛyɛ part of Ghana, right? Ashanti region nso yɛ part of Ghana, but ɛsan sɛ ya price adeɛ no huge sɛ de bɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi ati ntwobo ɛde akɔyɛ yɛ ankasa yɛ bi a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɔ no nti no saa nkurɔfoɔ no wɔn nya sika no bi ɛna wɔn de ayɛ dɛ bɛyɛ ɛde anya saa facility no bi nti no the selfish interest and also the greed of leadership no is for the growth of another part of the body we choose to call Ghana. Patrafi de what I say call Kasa.
Matthias pa no papa. By the end of today no me the name so beba account for WhatsApp na me posti ana me bana me kasa. I don't know how people text me for especially akoye ABI party or wabemuntino. Anytime any problems there, can your community nimni a half no. Ayana they think say it doesn't favor them. And Ayana they feel disappointed because and kombenya kaiba na no me hwe wo so no na any koko ni fita ni blue na I was no dem na yatre freedom and development na mutu na can say me asona and so na elephants never ho ni nyina no say elephant na nyina because of say o papa wo kan ya dwem boni ya dwem fi say any sike bedi akoye yam ni ewie pim ye fum ewie ase japade ntino ene sa enso no nyina adwane free ho on video wa say anyway on say ne say e kwan no say edru adom FM ni all these media manfo esu you see papa say na wo kan me I don't believe in ye chechene kakra ebedru yeso ye chechene kakra ebedru yeso ye chechene kakra ebedru yeso se oman a afa no se ye chechene kakra ebedru yeso ne se nru yeso dia kan hye kan kum krofo wo ho omu nya nipa na abato ye beto abai papa ka be ko ho sort ya se ka e ba be ko honum ye benya card ya ko se ye nkoto aba but ntimi nyi kwan dia e kwan no obi no wa kura na se a obisa MPB ana so obisa minister bi se o mehwe ne ba ana o mesti fie bi ma ne ntina mu ana so o meye o mo se akwan wa be sebo wo de ayi aba be guso wo de ayi aba fa wo de ayi be fa so wie no ensuo to aka nko ka ma enti se no ne kura ne sen se unya ka so untimi nye no mo anhunu se okay no mo nyi o mani mfiri wo so beto ba no be wada ena ye beye ne ekum krofo amanfo elusu omo live every single day on that road. Sa road na da from bedi akwa ma mi ni su nyam na mi su on na papa me mini problem say obi ba na meka say na say bia that's fine ebia wo de minim ha wa wo no wo fa politics esia ye me I don't do politics with that me say what ba be sebo say we ni say na be ye 2020 ye kwa kwoto aba na wo de begu ho na mu de excavators be dwi su kakra na sa road na say ho ye forest ntino nije for ne chat for bia betena ho a omde na ntwie kwa didie omo ho kire omo na omo akota forest nim ene adwadifo a omo free of abuadi mu kuro mu kumase ndi agina wo mu enkura wo mu ema wo mu enkura mu ku school eso wo mu. Think about this. That one ekwan went near hwe drama wo de nkrofo ma ekomu. This enemy issue ni me concern. I'm not saying it's audience when you kind of now they be fat chip is good for more. Because papa, say quite ya, I don't think that chromophobia de a iba beto yet here hey. Me who said highway. Akatafu announcement kakatafu highway na obi akogina so oba be robby. Obi bebo obi the car bebo wakun afa ne ho adi because untimi mfa saa eduan kofa highway mu 70 80 you can say MP into the make can say ye besre baabi a ye nuani free na no mia da na no ye be ka say western region se so ma se o mun sa se nyina asase aka asante region o baraka se o kakra adwato mo kakra ene ahafo anaka na say yentimi ahafo so ento abamfa man NDC da enti se MPP ababa mu 8 years na me hwe me mpatam na me ntimi mfa me san si bia so say we especially ukoma kura ase dom na se the only thing I met me say so aye president kufo market obesity ma ye any clinic adoma sa dental chip ayi bi no obesity ma ye o ene ma mienu and I met me say me bo na se me ba na me be ka say na se o say anya wo de esesen kan be defend ayi bi dia enu de say sa krokro duma me timi nya biem because enkwara e wo honom de any amanfo omo wo omo so ye ni party say me nu mienu a the only difference say be betena brochi na wotin kan na wotin fa omo so ye ni party say wo enti say ye ba betena ho na ekwan a enni ayikwa na enkosti bibia no na ekwa ya wada na because the free say we mu ye nkrasefo ebeduru abato a ye be ko na ye de yakogina ne ye no defe omo a ne ya organize gala ene this na ka me ko Ghana this me nyanko papa because of one or two things be December me wo ho MP ni mra no sa China just na omoto no ye ton mo miensa papa time bia ba wo ho obiam pribibi nko ne krom me ana me ka no me ahafo na me frie ahafo na me frie ho no e ho na me pre ade de akọ oso ba bia wo na ne man ko yi ne pre ade akọ ho beto be ka se Ghana no ye yi kwan ato asankragwa ba bi nti e ho no me na me bobo me nsam a me nya bi national cake na ye che no minya bi kufu nim die mu kufu anyi mu kufu be yi kwan de to kufu ayi mu ho kufu be yi ekwan e de to ho una be say bo say MP den time wote so no wanye na dwuma yi na obedi kota ni nyina tugu ye ana se say amanfo hunu amane toilet ya musi en na se say bedi akofo ni abro mato apense mu ye o ti wahu ye be sere elim say adwuma no eso na so no se bad boss to me ko me timi to abade ma wo wunya de a adetna development entimi ko ma ne ye eti ye be sere abato eba be duru so yi enye ko ka na nyame adom sese so no youth no omahunu nyansa papa nyame nhira mu amwa brochira maka mo ho abom non governmental organization a mu educate this youth their rights to ask questions no and then most of this MP omuntimi nko mu peso aso because the questions say you bisa omo no omo hu say amanfo asore na afewe abato no ebe one of abato a MP bia obedi ho obelu so abato no. And I see said there's a lot of independent candidates that you more parliament. I just say we are moody because people are so tired. Say we are MP one. Me the MP who you find. We are Mresha Bidjani. We bet my lobby. But the moment you be just simply so catch on call for say me ba me you kwai me ba me see schools me you we no na we ba no one man me yes and money na on feel on abese ne bo Minister of Roads be no one more question will be but we no abese the panel so enti e be ye kan haketua bi na e bia nko ba bia no se se ye ne se amanfo esu o sa kwan hu no sa bedi akọ enkwanta kwan no ahwe nkofo bebre ma because e ho na amanfo ton omuton pa no amanfo ton anka e ho na amanfo di omudwa sa nkwanta no so no o pa afa kasa pen a so utwam akọ ufiri bibia ni utwam akọ Gambia e kwan a metin di me se me bo jeje Lawrence le yi sa kwan no den ta na mi papa mota Martinez for ne be yi sa kwan apart from wonya bu efa akobedi akukrom akobebi ekoko yi watwam akwa kasa pen wa akode a ho de am se Ghana de nka ho sa na me hu no just a development e fa ni development pa de eso na me kan ye beto abai ballot box ba be si wo se ye meto aba mfa nyi obi so me mampanyini ana so me mna se bedwani di a ye besere akurase ni ba bia o abrochira ye ti o ha ye ameti ya ameti yi They classify here as a village. But I had to make him a school. I had to make him a juma. I had to make hospital, make him call. I had to be nothing except a higher Krabiasi. But you know, Ghana for Mutiti, New York, Chicago, classifies out to Ohio, but it's livable because you get access to everything. I say, ma abrabo etumpon. Tie besre. Say no say memfo adwama to agum. Say no development free say me many fee pa many fee me hu say political ye to abase de. Ahafo enya MPP mu da. So what you say ye to abam fama NDC da. Ti ekoba say mo beba abam na say development e macro etumpon no ye nya bidie na be ka say cheche ne kakra de a. Eni abato no so duru ho no me be cheche ne kakra.
Yo, I was see. I was so say manage your concern, but I'm funny say, all right, irrespective of whoever is in power, be it party A or party B, we are all part of the whole, right? Into the bottom line, and they say, wow, we are part of the whole, no, out of your greed and out of your selfish interest into no, we still fall a part of the whole. Also, who say there will be a timer. Say them a day, omo gym na omo gym up a strono sa gym strono sa no more a form no. It will get to a timer. The weight of the top cannot be contained by the skinny legs. Right now, say koba say omunim and omo yene sa. Perhaps we can pardon them, but as per a year the some canon say there be one sure so womunim they know it is womunim pa na omu full a part of the whole, knowing very well say that part say almost full na next omu esro no omu enjoy there will be a time and they will need the support of that part they are stifling na. Let's just say Agwazi, would you say we have a drink for and a lady or mine? I don't want to dwell so much on Sibia. I vote for you, and you would have to do something for me in my community. The fact that I did not vote for you, it does not stop me from being a part of the whole. I was a part of and yes, Anity.
Yeah, Papa, right.
Say mantua banama wa. Mantua banama wa. And non say it stops me from being a part of the whole. And see, when you have a leader standing somewhere to make say joke or whatever you say, mokra mantua bano amamia. It tells you say, there be something is not right. Because the fact that someone did not vote for you, or that someone does not support your party, and they said that person ceases to be a part of the whole body we choose to call Ghana. And under no circumstance, and a wo part now who belong to stop who say you will be able to support that part of the whole that is entitled to be well fed as well. But what is the point I say?
Papa, I didn't want to talk about Nanado and this administration a lot. Some of us, we've been on radio ranting because we thought, say, okay, ABR said this, and I've decided not to also talk about them a lot because because I'm tired. Say me bad radio so papa bit me kasa debia if you we are not human. Some of us sometimes they become MPP as because if you go and you can't konongo Papa, sometimes so one day you pay no akoma air rise it. Agogo, kwagogo pan, you can't agogo say agogo. Now we do one of 55 ebu baby a bet. Just a street you can't put on potholes. You can't go by you be me machi. Bang 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 bang. Street how much is it gonna cost? So Papa, media my mother say no, sa coca no, me traso. Jami metinya ye dia boa me any yempatamu for no. Ye beye. Because I can't say the any koto aban bi so. Na ye kwa dia ne koto aban bi so a development na ye hwehwe no. papa yenhwe eso keka ho bo mu no development ya ye kwa ye kwahwa baby e tiana sabi o nkrofo dwuma ne ye no matete o mutas no mama e sokodwe e di bi atwatwa ye bills na de kakra kofie kra no papa wudu ho no ma ya ba adwuma kwa kire apan ya obi antwa tax emfa maye ya ye nkobon bosia o IMF ho ya ye nyi busika o baby akra no ya ye tima keka yen saase tim dia ye bibidia na mo soro wa mo se makọ school mo ko mo sua book mu niema mo nim bibia no mama kwaji IMF sika se 6 billion me meti yi media bi pesca sempantis minim skam so na wo kwaji 6 billion ba na yen se hunu de ekoso bia na afa misplaced priorities ne de ye na ye besa a defend dia papa ni nyina no ano no e bia me no one day ye beko Ghana ya de bi beko akodokoroye na e bia ni yanfo ankoto ba bia Ridge Hospital ho e bi ne koto kwalebu ho na do koto kwalebu ho na because of sad defendi yentima anya bibia nsi so na me mfa sa ama me mfa de to aso a next time bi no o man waja o mo ho ye besre papa se de wo ka no no kre free SHS ba yi se ama se e ba ma emmo mo to aba ma MPP nko a se de papa woka as Ghana as a whole no obi a benefit from it. That's why we are looking for ni esi yetima ye free SHS ama obi o take as a pen bonwure achi wo ba bi anya bi kode a ade na akwan so de yetimi yiye mu se ne de ye che ne nkaka na ebeduru ye so minti ase
Agazi NFC why NFC
no community farming and then me no ka say of abodi I don't know how long I work on the room ana se hwine so etimi nim ye kokodi bi wo ho no minim how se it's not yentimi fine sense ye bu se koko e free se hwibiem o ma sense ase ni nyinara atwa pentemu nti afron sase kakra aka no e na se no amanfo ania bra amanfo eba ho development eba ho amanfo ebiebie nyuma iti ama me ko ho tese park ekra ye boss we no obetuta park ndi amankrofo asifie because amanfo aba bebie so mills ni niema bebre edu ba bi park na me ka nwa say mame park car na me nante form because car na me tim no fa so obi anim mfa mame me sisi na me say no etu da mame parking si akura bi ase na me mfa form eno no ye better papa ayana ha dwen ni me ba bi na me ba radio so na de mi sikasa pa na o ya yes je sa wo ko MP ho me ti mi krom ha yi me ntuma na mo enko MP bi wo se omra no o meyi mi kwan fa mame everything has been scheduled 30 years na yes sisa mi kwan ya mi ti si mu awuko ya na no ma begu studio mame why can't we do the same thing e ka na e bobo bosia ye ka ti wom
yo awazi enye defend asembia I mean you see you and I mean can no I mean the fact that someone did not vote for you does not stop the person from being a part of the whole. And if for any reason or you also being a part of the whole, you want to take care of your part, and then you avoid and I say you disregard the nourishment of the other part, and yet now yet macho na or bonus rono na fe ne nan no aye hwea afi ubedrum pembensu bi no guess na ne bia wo ye macho kra de a please wo mo no mu hu ano mu dwane za na ko wo yare ana mza asa bibi entwa yie e ho na cognitive dissonance no ebipie amu hu ni say yes wa nwuna nko akire kra once again so one to aba ama the ruling government and as a government be bia na it does not take you away from you still being part of the whole. Now this is the kind of awakening a politician should get into, irrespective of the obebiano. You are there representing the whole, to look after the whole, to make sure the interest of the whole is upheld. Na yeba na fi no yema sa the ama divisions no aye so entrenched no enumum na pushing to do the things we do ene ya ejejeje yo we enko offer body so na offer body emra bombardie we must trace ne ba bi onam na nya de obetimi aba enti in about 15 minutes or 20 minutes no ene my idea 2 hours or so idea ye de besi enti yen ko ofa boadi so ofa boadi wi a yakokwabna meki eso ofa boadi wotime nka bogore
nyamia domboko
excellent yense ho ye pa yo ene ifiada agro ni poso ana yemre no so no so enti won so kabini enko
yo ada bende metie eyi kwasi Yesu na matise nani abre wo eyi se ne o kekamo ho o mane de babia akoduru no yeman no odi akira obewu obakamu but at the end of the day no bende microphone kura wo kuma omo no omo anso enya kura ye bo adapa enu ana mehwe eyi media ye so antinte so na mehwe normal research sa manfo ye dia ba na metiwa na mera ho na sei pa na o mana awiwe pa mehwe na ye kire we mo ankofo a ase kura poverty no kese hia buburo kasi emfa buburo nka asem o hia buburo na kese ninamu ohwa Ghana no ye ba biko ye wa kire pa ko enso no we nyina chi no ankofo bi a ye do ma na hye o monsa no se omo de omo mwa na nka omo ntoto no ma yi no omo nti se odogu bi no abe na de aka ne se ja omo omba say sika no just like that I say o mine no I say just say bibia enye adwuma wo man Ghana no papa ede na ede asem we nyina bae ye da sore ya kwabrane enya o man sika ya sesa no onye bi de koto o man nankasa ye japade kakra aka no sa nkrofo we ya begina ho Jelly John waton eyi factory nyina ofa bia na so UK se tebi oba omaton eyi aban no nyina na eyi kofo PNDC NDC omaton aban no nyina we die ba na ti no me trust na me hwe list of noma enkofo we ba ye omo fom benkum ni fam mo fom ha am say nti ni papa na de abufuo ba ko wo mu a na mu se bibini ni nyansa ne se wonya kokan ya o so NDC for so ton we na kokotwe we nti because of say NDC for ton bi mo ho no na say MPP so aba say mo ton mo ho CPP ba say mo to de o tin chen na ono no on ton bi ma na ho no ohu boni bi e wo okuja to abrakwa no mo ono no akọ twe sansam we ni nyina ede ba ma ye hu se na nkofo dwirim se na nkofo die no amanfo sori o mo se hei o ma sori etia no adenti na se obeka na ya ho ya na yesei na ma hu se post bi mo so ni na tese bi fo ankasa na twene jo na sky o so bi ni so ye nipa ya dwene no ankasa no ya na mi hu untimi hu se adwungu nekumu nipa na ono ti ebi akumase a no ti ba bi o woni 1 peso akra no wa start send post papa no say okuja to etimi prove say ya obema no fie transaco da ba ko ono so post sat eno nyina o post ato social media so na sat transaco da na kra na wo ka ho asem ye de che wo ni wabusuafo nyina akora na ehwe mu nyina nwie tisika no nyina no wahi ono nko a betimi de dan transaco da ache wo postu sa video wi ye ta na oso ono ntosi boy ni ntino o meka hotel ho asem o nya asem o ka kire nti sati kofo we no ye tebia betra ha ye di o matem o mu ni nyansa o munye we but omo nyansa na o mu ni nyina no mo fa so e de yeko e de me se me nka sa asem ne da because o mu hu se ye ni nyansa ɛna ɔmode ɛto atopre ɛbɔ yɛn kakakaka na wakɔka kyerɛ onua o kɔka ne sei na kɔyɛ ne sei ɔno koraa no ahoɔyɛ bi na ɛna ɔtan bi na ɔde time nti na ɔyɛ msa yɛn ni tua sɛ asumasi before a yɛmfa kaa wei maa wo sɛ twi kaa no na ebi a basic koraa ni bi ba wo start sɛ wotwi nipa na tikurita wura ne deɛ tebia wokɔkɔgye patro wokɔgye kaa tai sɛ yɛ akɔhɔ wokɔgye tebia ɛbɔ ka but yɛhwɛ yɛ wasi mansion watɔ private car yi so na sɛ atikurita wura na complaining ana ɔmo yɛ atikurita complain na sɛ gyina baabi ka sɛ o ma ne complaining na ɔyɛ adwuma no nti onidi ɔyɛ adwuma no nti wonsie sika me sɛ ɔno aka ɔkakra yɛmeka nyinaa ne sɛ ɛkoro no amanfoɔ bɔyɛ no politicians na kwasi yesu osu bebrebe no bɛɛten because politicians na ɔpɔn koro no ɔmo bɔyɛ ni nyinaa no yɛn ankasa yɛte abɔnten de defend ɔmo yɛte abɔnten wɔ ne defend ɔmo ɛna yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ bi a ɔmo de akora deɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ ɔmo adwuma ɔmo de yɛ kakra ma ɔmo na ɔmo body gas na yɛyi na ɔmo so defend ɔmo de wɔ bato pɔn koro no nkurɔfoɔ bɔyɛ nyinaa nyame abɔyɛ yɛnya obi at least on yɛ adeɛ no ba even though timi ka bi wɔ kora no mogyae saa nipa na sisi yɛ sɔre atia no nti before no yɛwɔ problem sɛneɛ enua twene Jonas kan na afei na mate nase sɛ bibini nso nka nipa but atwene de day ti mu no papa wei ɛma aban mu na sɛsi yɛdan na sɛsi yɛsɛn ɔbaa yɛ na sɛsi akodu sɛn na katua sɛn kwankora na yɛde tua saa nkɔfoɔ no enti ɔmo fom noma gidigidi sa katua sɛn such nkrofo we na make us say because of so ɔmo yɛ wicked nti no ɔmo try say ɔman ne deɛ ɔmo be kulkura etite ni ba ko na ɔkyerɛ yadeɛ ɛna ɔse ɔyɛ illustration bi akyerɛ ɔse ɔkra na kofa anam ɛna ni wura no sɛ ɔkra we na so ɔde ɔwi anam na ɔde ne hyɛ kɛntɛn ase na osu me hu nyame o na ayɛ sɛ ɔyɛ na som dedede ɛna ɔse no ɛna me de pan be butu no so sɛ ne be ya this soon no cry outside or the pan butu no so na okra no start soon no we dey kura o enkrofo abanya bo mo wia yen aha man Ghana but sa ban we dey Ghana for ya hwe ye be kwa amnam o chese o wia sika no fa sika say a chine ni ho because mo say Ghana for dey ye dom ye nim nyansa bia or you and yet young as a crab betray one among interior and be different.
You what a wedding? Ready, Papa, my was so tea and every lisa into your brother.
You, Papa.
Said you walk on, let us say, also, would you too? Say, Estrono, and I just say, well, here on who now on her other part of the body. Costro Cobona and Basso, maybe why.
Basso Crana said, Ebono.
Now, open Costro or your bank up a Costro.
Obono, Obia and Shedampe, but won't say we know a quiet Costro Bosana. Net body non show, the body in the or Heka Crabat, Kayano Macano, and one I cannot know more.
You, yeah, wedding. Let's go. Na yema kwabna make said that can somra. Thank you very much of abwedi. Kwabna, what's in can on you to who and then if you ada also kept me uncle.
Oh papa, me chia busu afo nyina na emene ne sa na wonim le sa na ana me nsem wa. To ya me twa so no ma ne kakra bi ne akọ nanim na me ne akwasi ne kwan no de ha me ba. O se eben of abwedi dia behwe na yaka ho asema ma no se ono akra ne kwan no se ma me nka bi ada no na se me ba ye a o kana me se o akwan de ka anya nipa de obi ni mu bi a neema bi ma neema bi kontem so ho na mo kana so de be de so ma me nka bi na ono a waye na dwuma nyina awie nti se bia me ba bia me de be kai no da obeka kwan na asem bia me kai nti onyere ne ho na edi nkunim di na bɔ no da obi wi bia se ndisi fo ne be wi MPP fo whoever no ne abɔ na ba so se kwasi nso akasa ama na kwan yaye nti kwasi nya abotre kwan na da kro obesre why nya abotre o ya de o bɔ ho moden na mi wi ana kwasi ana kwasi di asem bi bai na oka University for years, 41 CDC who has some. And then near Brooklyn can be now. Me bagay be over school this year, August year. On us only go on. I'm sure that could be and say, and say me out, you okay? Me young could be come once and I sign it here. And no, cause no crack. Na be more Lego Honor cry now. It be a 41 CDC no Omunya. And then I said, my says, Unya 41 CDC. Yeah, now, my house is share. And never be on my own 41 cities. Now, all can't the type of a beard you knew you do it, you know, be the idea, Unya. It's when I train my dream, beginner, so say. So, Unya 41 cities, pa, Nasa will be to me so was sense, me mouse, cuckoo, be saying coqua. Maybe a beck also 3,000 cities. Now, catch us a beer, ye jar one can be to me a tree. Then also when you're 41, I imagine seconds. Then the same people normally in your moment to school visit the cost will be about 4,000 cities, you know. And also when you're 41 cities. And then after my then your man no say and Quadana with your school fees, I'm on my corner. Why a bonnet 1 year, dear, so yen and Quadana could do pempens will be. If you are fees, be crazy, Mutiano. Your mom de coqua. Then also when you're 41, I say, Pana, because if you are saying, Let him, not dream banana waiting and I say, I hire dream 4,000 Usubina Paunya 41 cities are Mentiasia. Sabiana, your tiny, what are you defending? And what are you opposing in the BDR? And that's fine. Now, Papa, I say behind Hammer. And I say, they be a banner Kagana football once and say, Quasin Yantachi. Egu football na me na se mi te dan kwaku ye bo ane yimano Samuel Sekufo interview bi e na oka adwuma nyantachi be ye ya ofa Ghana football no di kodu mpempenso bi mane ye se as a professional dey bi ye kwa pumani eniema ne adotu asese ne bi ehia bi ano ba nipa bi a omtena se ball ne ho po no aye niema bi a wo Ghana league etwam sisi ya mantiase ba se esan se de bi ano sana aniama te se favor ya e wo de yeka ene ekoginsia de bia ma te se kwasi kura ka se yensi stadium ne niema na niema bi ne ade na Ghana football sa league yo mu boy ya ye boy ne sa me was sky na sa me ye supporter me fa me sika kutua ko hwesa ball we ama sa ball na ko na ba bi ese ko na o man ne ho na ere Ghana de bia fa nipakuo bi se bia politician o mo ye kakra bi de bia ni etwa madapa na o mo dodo na e wo man ni mu no e di bone uko kapa said na wako ken no so ke Randy Abenum team any Heart of Lions ke ball o mani brikum Chelsea for boy akwa na okita kama ne kwa kate referee beji penalty akwa ni ja na auto for the penalty Shakra has of folk ni betim ball o mo boy o ye nyina hwe ball second pempenso ye has for here win na nka o mo dia survival or relegation hwe ni o share third goal no inka jubilation kura na kebi aka 5 minutes na nka enwie as a training ni ye shebo ni wie no nante boko te steady asembia kura nsi ye na se pay football se kompempen so na government invest kameshim government nye stadium akese mayen a eho bobu ni so bi anya kwanya se ye de ni correct okoka has ni de omutimi ko relegation kotoko de omutimi ko relegation na so no ko relegation omu de mayiska na se omo wa ko relegation a first division team no omo so ho na omo twen team akese ni omo abo no omo so be de na omo nyiska omo na ewo mu no de bia efeva yen a e wo de yeka Randy Abe team no duma omo diye no otena baka ko de abobi kwa ko gina honom akofo obi a de team so esreso awrebi ani abetena ho abeka obi corruption ho asem bo no boy papa na ye nka hwe ni on beso omo ye bia na omo nyomu wi a omo de baka ko share DC for na MPP for so omo na ye so omo bo na mo amte ho na me sa de me nim se wi ase ba bia ye timi meni pa omo aye omo ade se mo amon hwe mo ho so bibini na e ba na de bia me ka sa se mo se yi NDC any MPP for say mo na mo ntwe electoral commission so a seke mu asem ye twitwiri da by the Ghana football ne say mo amoye football na mo na mo nhwe football no so we okoka ajabu adinum emia wonka because omo nkrofo na omo team na ekontina na e de nyina team oman no say favor na so say de eno de gloria obi amfa ne de say enua okujeto abraka we de wanya say de we kan no wo si asɛm na waka no wakonya report bi ni ade we tiawa fabra na beje dan na fa hotel so ka ho na wiase po nyina hu sɛ wo ye no kwapo wo nsɛm a wo ka no bra champo onye hwe no hu onye hwe nipa bo ni ukọ saa ne hope city no de kosi na kura ase wɔ soro hɔ nom na watimi abɔmɔden ama soro hɔfoɔ no sɛnka wo metwa kwan aba ase hɔ so mɛpɛ adwuma wa ma nipa twitwiri di adwuma bebree wɔ soro hɔ nom no sɛ wo ye nipa kuo bi na ɔtan honhom na ɛwɔ so na sɛ ɔso di begu na adwuma onyankopɔn hata horo ɛnya de abetimi egu na wankosi hotel no so ansi baabi asabasa bi a nipa ntimi nkɔye enti da mo na ɔbɛyɛ no saa na nipa ɛbɛkɔ ama hotel na kɔye soronko kura chen baabi ɛwɔ no ɔtan honhom sɛ bɛbɔ nnwoma aban wei a ɛyɛ pap na si bɔ ma yɛn a ɛyɛ ba obi kɔ kyi obi di a ɛnya a so ɔman we wotim a ɔman ne kanko ɛden ɔman ne kanko woni sɛ nkrofo we tim mu a ɔman ne kanko no ɛden sɛ bibia nyɛ yɛn di a adenti na wa meka yɛn ho ame anye yemu man sa ne ntina man mu sa wotina sɛ na akɔyɛ sɛ wayɛ sɛ bronsam on pɛ sɛ onua bɛkɔ so na ni nipa good bia no eno ana obitwa wo ya de papa we twa de papa na ya de bone a ɛbɛkyɛ kyɛ na ɛbɛkyɛ ba nka hoda papa o mu ntimi da ase akra papa me so
yate thank you very much kwabna that's it also we input out there ba mama bema bene wa emre na bema bene wa wi a Dr. Jingo and so aba I still have a few minutes before I run off enti ene bema bene wa otimi nka dia na efiado bema bene wa
adwenka se papa adwenka se
ene kwa de se enhia o enti no de yenko yemonkomo
papa ba jote benka
ye tunka pa koso ye tunka
ayo ene me chia busuafo nyina
ya Jose
na me petia na ajeso
eno ano koso me yenko ati koso
ya semo Ghana nsensem doso da bia me ka se nsem e wo Ghana no e doso chen oman no mufo nti da bia ye da sore a atoye ne kasa in fact na ye can be me te say na me nua bi kasa the brand saying ebinum so omuntumi ntua 41 cedis na mo betuma atua omo school fees in fact the statement o ma no say the ba no say ebinum ntumi ntua 41 say wanka so omu nyina ebinum nti the ya na amanfo kan say enka wo mo betuma atua omo school fees ye mo muntua na the ontumi ntua 41 cedis no aban ntua ma no eno na ye logic eno na ye nyansasem so nti say the ya ye dwene no ya dwene no ya ye dwene ne just short kakra bi ewo ba bi a ye pese adwene duru na mo ye dwene kwa ni mo kakra be hu se oman na ye da ho no nipa ni nyina ye nye pe enti nye obi ya na ye man free things sa nti se ye hu so ya kwankro na oman ya ye wo eka 700 billion da ho a ye ntumi ntua ya kosre se sabre ye kan ye ntumi ntua nti ye sra mo mfa nche no sa man no ye ntwa yanum oman ya wo kasa no ye ni sadin enti wonu ye oman a se ba ne hwe sikatua na wo ye social bibia wo hwehwe mu se omo ehi omo pa no omo na ye mo nye obi a so hu eno na ye amanfo ka ho asem eno na ye bo ho bra ye bo ho nkomo se said the near man city ye no nkrofo bi wo man mo omo hia se aban so omo asane omo na aban no locate omo no wa so omo asane sankofo na ye se ye omo saa na se aban jani nyina gum so obi onu wo sika obetima atua ne de na se yes yo onu ankasa no onu no yo obetima atua no so ye de ama obi afiri obi amfa ne firi de a ene sa na ebeba ene eduru ba bi so obi antua so a obi so ntimi ntua enti sankofo no omuntimi ntua no so ebi omo doso ti omo beba ba ye demonstration wo man no ma wate na akoye ti say 41 cedis di pe na obi ntimi ntua in fact de na akwasi yesu kan na no logic e wom ne say on ka se bia sika no dɔɔso anaasɛ so ɔno no se obi a ɔbɛyɛ adwuma ama aban na ɔbɛyɛ national service o na normally so ɔmo ayɛ a mo taa ma ɔmo sika kakra enti saa sika na mo yɛ a mo de bɛma ɔmo no sɛ mo fa no a mo nti mfiri anum ɛ ɛyɛ dɛ na ɛyɛ sɛ onipa no san tua 41 cedis ansa na mo afa no na sɛ mo wie nso mpo na sɛ mo amfa no a ne 41 cedis nso akɔlɔ ɔko ti mo afa kwan bi so gyegye nkurɔfoɔ bi sika na mo de mo bɛfa ɔmo no ka kwasi yesu mehu sɛ na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ which is not correct eti aban no ɛnyɛ sɛ bi ɛnyɛ yɛn deɛ a ɛneɛ ɛnyɛ correct no nyɛ saa na ɛteɛ nyɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ yɛn a ne nyina ntim me nyɛ yɛn da bi asa na mmom aban yɛ biribi a ɔmfa ɛfa ne sɛn measures nto ho sɛdeɛ kɔ ɔman biara so a aman yɛ develop no nyina no wɔn kyekyɛ nneɛma ma obiara akɔ saa wɔn a wɔn mu hia nipa sɛbi mpirɛdu asa ehu ne sɛ saa nkurɔfoɔ yi deɛ wɔn sɛ aban ansɔ wɔn mu a enye yie ta saa nkurɔfoɔ no na yɛbɔ wɔn papa meba hotel no so no aban mmara Ghana aban mmara kyerɛ sɛ obi a ɔyɛ cabinet member minister of state sɛ ɔtena table ho ma yɛ take decision sɛ yɛtɔn aban nneɛma wɔn ne tumi so tobi Brian Achampon ɔyɛ minister of state sɛ ne hotel ɛyɛ boom sɛ ɛyɛ den kura no a ɔne tumi so ɔtɔ Ghana your friend is saying Ghana property buying property a ɔtɔn ɛne kwan sɛ ɔtɔn bi Ghana buying nneɛma yɛtotɔn yɛ nyinaa mi ntinti aban wɔ bibi wɔ hɔ a yɛtumi tɔn ma nipa sɛbi pɛrɛdu asa wɔn mu anakɔsena sɛ yɛntɔn tɔn wa sɛ wɔmɛtɔ na sɛ ɛno deɛ abusua gyapadeɛ wɔ hɔ waa wode aba sɛ yɛtɔn na waa watɔ deɛ ɛde pɛ no ɛno ho sɛ na obi di akyire ɛyɛ investigation fight for it na waa woyɛ ordinary Ghanaians wɔn wakɔ bɔ kogyan ɛtena hɔ sɛ okugya tɔn ablakɔ a ɔyɛ ahonani nti ɔtake ɛfrɛ sɛ asatefoɔ ɛne akafo meme deɛ ɔntake me bi meme akani ba ɔntake me ɔtake kurɔfoɔ ɔmo wia Ghana sika na sɛ yɛne mmienu yi yɛbɛtena fidie wei so na yɛda so different saa nneɛma wei nyinaa yɛsɛ saa ɔman wei wobɛyɛ da tena mu brada na sɛ ɔde adwene wei na ɛyɛ different saa ɔman wei a wogye di sɛ saa ɔman yi wopɛs ne nkɔ so because sɛ ɛnyɛ ɛyɛ wo nti na ama wo fii sɛ ɛyɛ right no but ɛnora na ɛyɛ obi no na wo kasa tia sɛ saa nipa no mpo nneɛma a binom anyɛ koraa no yɛka gu wɔn so ɔkugya to ablakɔ wei a ɔwɔ hɔ yi sɛdeɛ amanfoɔ asi abahye no ne ne tigre a wɔnya ayɛ ɛne ne nneɛma nyinaa yɛ so ɔyɛ korɔmfoɔ ho ano ho ɛnso aban aba 8 years ni yɛntee sɛ yɛde no akɔgyina kɔɔto da obi a wabɔkorɔ no atɔfoɔ sen kɔɔto ambulance no yɛmfa ntetare ho yie ɛno nti na atɔfoɔ sen ogyina kɔɔto just common thing wei nti sɛ kɔɔkugya to ablakɔ a ɔyɛ korɔmfoɔ a wawia Ghana sika wayɛ dɛn ankasa abere nkɔ ɔnkɔɔ kɔɔto no bi ɔno ne nipa baako a wabɔ akufo ado aban yi akyi papapapa nti sɛ nkɔ ɔno ne ho wɔ fe a ankasa abere yɛmfa no nkɔgyina kɔɔto nanso no saa da politics no teɛ papa ɛdan sɛ boa sɛ yɛne yɛ ankasa ɔman ma no yɛ ankasa a ɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛne yɛnim yɛ left and right ɛnti nkurɔfoɔ ɔmo di yɛn so no da bia ɔmo bɛbu agu yɛn so na sɛ yɛyɛ sɛ yɛbɛba bɛgyina ha na yɛ defend ɔmo wɔ aban no mu na mmom yɛatan deɛ ɔte fie deɛ amanfoɔ no koraa ordinary Ghanaian hu no so ɔmo ama mu nso yɛ yɛto aba tie ɔmo na mmom ɔmo a na yɛda so taage ɔmo deɛ a ɛneɛ na yɛwɔ long way to go sɛdeɛ mo ka no da bia yɛwɔ kwan twa yɛwɔ kwan tenten pa atwa nti Ghanafoɔ no ɛnyɛ da bia na yɛ sɛ aban no ɔte so no ɔnyɛ yɛfa me papa ɔnni president da because me papa wu yɛ kura na msa enti me father ɔmmɛdi president da na ansa na me no mani agye saa presidency no ho ɛne ɛsɛ saa na ɛteɛ de anka mani nye Ghana presidency ho da yɛ saa na ɛteɛ na mmom aban yɛ ɔwɔ so ɔyɛ the right thing na obi ahu ɔman a yɛ ka amene yɛn ɔman a ka amene yɛn paa ma yɛyɛ ho hwɛ enye yie ɔman yɛ ne dollar Edda your friend is saying 16 cedis to $1. Sanse mo nyina da ho a nipa nka ho asemo ye hurihuri ni nyina na ye de hotel ena ye ton ama amanfo se wo mo mfa hotel no emfa nkoye omu yie na se nipa ba akọ gyina no ka se dabi ọman ya japade de ye nto ọman nipa ba akọ pesa ama ni yeyi na ye mfa mra kwan so na obi a so nkyira na nya obi o sika wo ọman bi abetimi atọ bi a ye si hey onu mom de tan akanfo enti na on pese ye beton Ghana japade brother de ọmọ atonto nyina no emfa so open na de abra Ghana at the end of the day no mo ton e friends Ghana Airways mugu no kra ama ne Ghana Airways no eni ho ye tu kwan a ti se coffee fa amanfo man so ene so ofiri Spain na wo Ghana nka Ghana Airways na wo ha e bia ga Germany mpo no de ofiri ha kakra bi e beba ho e bia na e ma Spain de nanso no nanka at least eno ko kakra bi e wat ene wutimi ko tena ba bi 5 hours na wo hwe play anza na wako ye ni play ba ko pe kora wo ho enso ye nwine no ho da ye da so a ye tonton hotel nyina ne foreigners ne only Ghana hotels because ya tonton papa ni nyina kakra na aka no so a krofo we pese o mo chefa in the name of ye ton ye mo ton ye no mi bisa se mfa so pen na de abra Ghana entini ya muma enya ise ye ti etia brochire de nanso ye no kura no se ye na ebia nke nya sa tumi na sa politicians no na nka e beye bi papa because utie ye comment ni ye kasa wo ha uti mu se ye na nka etia ko nya so kura nka e de ka ye bebo kro no ankasa physical kro no na nka e de bebo enti papa ene no de kakra we na me wo kana ye si adro ba je wa ya atrema
sa no mo kan de bia yo ene yentie Dr. Jingo and so briefly Naija yenhwe na ye sorry to Dr. Jingo ambassador for Christ what me nka dia omuto hu ene efiada boy nkomo kakra ambassador we all right say ambassador enti me nka we dey message for e brand ntino mema obi at the final word 2 minutes e be 6 here 12 minutes na wi into by 6:30 I should be out of here enti I'm sure say was Sam so Sam
Oh, Papa Smell, me know what I said.
yes you any kakra bi out of so no and then the esua ne ma me boa
Yeah, but my mom from Kasa.
my man from Kasa oh okay all right then Mate and Nati Bongo Nati
Papa.
Bongo
Papa.
Fafana
Oh, Papa, say we know you said I can't adi kan ma kan wo ma me tam bebre me kasa me say kasa bi ma say in the meka say the kan until me ye mfa hye nyambo Tuesday.
nice one me da se pa akwesi me da se pa na hwe na wa anya kosoro ko bo why
Party Papa.
na ade ba ko na nsu yesuaye want to know enough is enough say wo nom nsa na wa hu ni say ensa no enya wo na wo nom na ensa na enom wo wo so hu ni say da bi the aka na nya wo nkwa na wo say wo nom na wo say wo mu obi no no so num bie right obi enum bi obi onom a wo party ase a na ohu aduane na aduane ne ne dictate manom de wonte ono wanti min dictate enhu de wo so wote die eno so ya de ba ko a esuaye enti awasi yam ya no Tuesday ye bebo nkomo why ye bebo nkomo pa why ye bebo nkomo ene akwasi awie ye na je se kwabna ho
Papa me Papa me
kakra me nko
Papa kasa me de be kan ho de me de okuje to asem ya na me de se Papa me no wa hayi now say me de asem aba now the near mercy say me wo evidence pass me wa hotel nya de keto yes fa evidence keke beje anase ye de dan che no obi busa say dan na onya ne he no wabusa oni pa ko say so no so wo dan a ne dan na onya ne he ana eniema ba be ka say bi obi defend obi ana otan hunu no say me fa me de sa ma papa yi nyumo boy say na si boy nyuma ndi so yi ni trim so boy ndi si ama ajabu edi ne bene wa anom yi obi ani wa waka ho asem bo ho wa sa okrachi ni oda ne ba bi abra o se ne nyum kura mpie ye na okọ boy nyum na ka obi akoma na a onyuma abo yi de akama koma enti bra o se adenji no nipa na kon ho na Ghana ye den jo tama Ghana ye den no o de na dwen kwotena adem ekọ nyum se de ba obenya recognition ene wanya bi enti no se Ghana ye den na ma no ono so nya bibi a ebetimi make dey be the bad stock boys any example omu say there's a problem omu solution no the solution na ma be famous am enti obi o Ghana bi o se niam bi ko a enko yi no do your part adana na niam bi wa na me se mechicha me jai fi ada to no ma kire ye ka se MPP values a se de tie se wohwe ba bia conservative ideas ni ade ye adwuma property owning ade no bo say people there they hard working than normal say they be a twan aban socialist ideas no aban meye no wa compare the region say omo to de bi omo twan aban no omo pempen so te say na omo ide ne ma chom say yire ho ye adwuma men for wani nto aban so kura mi wo mi nim ba bi aban wo media na say me so de me ye adwuma eno ne ye kire di pa say we values we say na tie this year to me na the time be ya we obi ono ma ono ba ye no say the ono abeka ye no ahoye a spirit e wonim wo ye ne den a obi wale ni nyina gi the same pay enso ho ye nahi ko nya ye no na nka wo gi be less me ma date obi say ama ono ani krom ni akata asem say senkrofu kuo we no omo wale wa om do ba fom they don't want you to progress eti no mpo mo so no ani nuanom ne pass ensi mu beto this always say ni pani bi na say dey bi o de niam bi beto egun a no hwe say bia me pempen so ne ade na me ne akwa bi adwuma ana e Ghana na akwa bi honom na akwa no okoni kurom a oye ne ho wretched because okwa no start ade kura o ti ye beku no na wo sankrofo we wo mamu a se wa watimi atu kwan abebo bra na watimi anya shirt ba akwa ato ahye shirt wo atade ba akwa ahye na de kosa akuru no mu ebeku a sa enipa no di tumi se omo so a omo ese kosoro kobo no omo ma oman ne nkonanim because omo pep mpuntu wo ma brabom onu ani nia no utoka ahoye nahi utofi ahoye nahi de bi onye na nka ye ono a senkrofo mi se utimi ne wo mu ntina mare se mi ama abebo bra ene abroche de oba bi kura de ne wase asem no enkran yo anu abaye adwuma no anya kakra na so de ikoni krum kresin hu ye kunni nua kresin akoto kresin ama ne maame wa anto amaba koni krum ana osuru na sem ni peku wi bo mo ano a o ma be kwere ni papa be da
Kwabna we de wan kakra ho mama ma mitimi nu briefly say ntimi anka na ye beto aso ebnada wo hwa ade be ntina amanfo ebusa eye cheddar so na ye frɛ no ayi no wahu ono no ye mask man ono a
freedom man that's why no e me neighbor na kwada brim not this na de bi oba na o ka se na ne maami ehia ni na no ye side na no boa so kanokre
okay
kanokre
na me say me o hwa de be ntina amanfo busa ne say amanfo be so mu kwan of aso nya ne sikai
baba say na ada no bi be busa Ibrahim Champon turnover now so di no tie sa papa de chipa jena mka minya kwa be busa say ono so no anyenye bia wa man or the turnover amana na papa baby onya ne sika de say papa me no mienu de ye ni mu papa edu anadwo a enema nkrofo ye de bia e ho igre say ye wo den bi ho no akwa ade be chimo be ko na bia ya fiske gum ene say nema na be pa de kada una betimi aboa mi wo unim check say obesesa scraps e wo UK na me wo he me hu wo obesesa scraps so wo ha sei ene me hu wo mo yi say omunye nu sempempen so de bia minim say de UK scraps no ebi etie ebi na UK de no gold wo ho tu ko ton e bia eno no be contem tie na de papa obi sika se mo nya ye de papa mimi ntimi nkyere ba say de na o ye neighbor no ye mi neighbor me say me kiba boy no ni omo ni nyina na ride bicycle ebub ada na we no don't friend black na onim we na ye ni ye we say no ezi obe ka say na o chi go de mama ye hiani no ye say ni ade a say ni man na ukwe ka sisi e ma ka say u defend na so obi oso obe ya de papa enti na ukobusa ni onu nya ye ono no wakwanya busa ekwan obi fa so onya ne sika ehun ndi no papa ne sika sem de ka na betimi aboa ona na ne wo UK wa menya ne sika ne ha aha me ho sika ho me sesa scraps wa ha no so ehun aha
I see. Now the nan coming person who say should it be a concern as to how obi enya ne sika perhaps or they right into politics and I say it shouldn't be a concern.
papa eno de baby me so wo no so nkoye aba adwuma ana so nkoye ni me bi ade bi e kan papa say hard work asema make kan bi no ebi okura timi nya sika bone so hu obi betimi nya sika ba ye wo politicians be bre omo ha say me ha me nipa me di na chi Trump no ne ade nya on papa no ko jail for them on be dey work no ma wom e na on ko jail no ma betoa omo de so enti ono ekwa on fa so onya ne sika de say my say obi meka say bia papa meka say UK mi sika na ode ba ya na say we de papa kanu de nka ayi bia ni ho say so obi anti me prove say bia sika we ya Mexica ana ne papa ni otumfo no ate say asante fo sika na ode ama no ana so de papa say ho ne de obi sika sam ne obi adwuma wa ye de you cannot ade so hu ebi ko na UK obe na no so me dim say oye into say crypto ni say ne ma ne ade stock market ni say ne ma de ade no ndi papa obi tumi anya ne sika fi ho Kenny on to me, I cannot tell say be on your sikan. Any boy, Obo now they call you as a what me and all the successful. That's fine. I know they mean to me,
Okay, all right.
and once and papa. Ubisi got some day. Hey, papa. No.
Okay.
That's no. I say, umuni ni what you say. So now the information we say be or be defrauding crophobia UK. Any idea there, any that's fine. But I'm more you to one more I'm for be my idea. Papa. Okay, say be papa na dey be say o say na say be no kan o say 94 no London as age no kan no now if ni age mu na obi say that time no onye ni be na wo that age na o timi ko UK eba so say no ka say na na ma mi ni na so me hia fo no ni age ni fi energy ni mu get 94 time na 94 say be we disen na obi say no hia ni ana enti no o na onye hia ni bia na opese o ma ko so hia ni ba e na enti wata to mu a fight sa kwa kunu say o ba bi kura o ba bi be ka che so the 200 cedis e na ye edi say ni ma we nyi no papa mi so mi kura 400 cedis ma ya na mi timi nko mani ma bia na that is
Yo.
enti no
Papa. That's it. Thank you. Papa. Thank you very much. Dr. Jingo, my friend, sir, Miss Miko. That's right.
And you know, the only is only maybe only is going to into the moon, no chair, the is going to
Dr. Jingo, I said, you are dodging on the baby out. Yes, sir.
I only maybe I was because what dodging in him. I see.
Now, do you think, sir? You think, sir, if someone wants to come into the public domain, we should make it a necessity. Say they should prove the source of their wealth,
So, where the electoral commissioner said, NCC, and said, what is it? Because elections law now, Ghana, actually, and we a party was over here, Indiana, for source, finding out, I was saying, you how does it? I mean, Uncle says, be a MPP and not NDC, maybe a foreign government to be a headache, and sponsor to come into power. Now, about power, or about that foreign country, no, the better man. So that's it. And you know, ECC, ECG, for the electoral commission, almost said, yeah, sir, Obia, officer of back into politics, via rules and ornament. They have to be governed by the rules. We are MPP, we are NDC, we are CPP, we are independent, or whatever rules they have to enforce it. So that's saying, Papa's money. But if you have corrupt people leading the case, everybody will be corrupt. Because if you have corrupt people or more appointed corrupt people in places. Corruption and the causes are so there's it. Because we they say Canadian. Okay, men are labor politics. A friend could feel okay, Mr. Kenny, Mr. Canonia in Efa. Oh, let me hear Jumo, Kaiser permanente. No, me savings and I'm investment and here no stocks in the other. In returns in I'm saying the Bible politics. And that because it's phobia almost over there, hope one. Masati up online accounts here every month. We are donating $2, $2, $2. They are number one. This is every thing. So they are there. I don't know. They're sure maybe investigation. I think maybe I come out as a cocoa simple. So, but yes, I don't know. Yeah, and yes, put that mechanism in place here. Because man, we are politics. I even with the organic here. So that's it. So we are Kufuado, we are Mahama, we are Tamil, so we are with the organic here. MPC in it's a problem in Baba's money. A big problem because
Yo, Dr. Jingo, where the Medoasi. Why? Only Nimbabia hotel. Yo, thank you very much. Na mima obefia bese meet num ono so kaka krebi na afi de finally me sorry kra nti obefia woti me nka de akwabo obefia nti me nka yo na je se ene obefia nti me nka pa de a ene na che se agro no enya awie enesa. A big thank you to everyone ene empo nanka yemma adwuma no etimi baaye na ono so etimi baaye ebeka ye ho for us to together ye bubu oman Ghana eho ene yesua niema one of the nuggets I was say the three butum and they say the fact that someone did not vote for you does not stop the person from being part of the whole. So say ubi dina party A and I say party B. Now one to ama waban and I say party no and say that person ceases to be a part of the whole. Now say one a was rohonom no ayo agent say they will deprive they will stifle the very ones at the bottom of what is needed for them to also grow what is happening. And they say ubi a woko I say ubi a woko gym no na dan de nyina oye machu e wosro ho oye machu e wosro ho no na afi esro ho no mabo na afi the nana ye langa it will get to that time ubi hunu say o nana abo e wosro ho no no wosro na abo no entumi enyina enan ketwa no so entina afi wa ye mremremre bia ne yenuano ma na onyankopon abo mo kama and so said ye nyame boy na wa disperse weight no correct no omo mpene sa na afi o makoye o mutunu bi aka ho so o mantima anya o mo na anka ho dia ebeduru mre bi no eto weight no ebekwa akogina kotodwenim o ma sha ase kurapoma odwene ko akira obehunu said da bi say nyame boy wo no wa disperse ne ma correct for a reason but one you ne sa obaye say obe please eto no ameto na ayekese na afi umomrewa obedura obababrewa no na akotodwemu ayemre na ayemre se wunim ana oye dia ene ignorance na emom se wunim pa na wo ye nso dia ye frɛ no cognitive dissonance che se abofra wunim se we eyetiafi na obekwa akote adi ene opanimu a wunim se we yetiafi na obekwa akote adi no minia hwan pa na se ye ka se sabi wajimi pa obanyansafo wode wobunu be yenka na sem enti empanyufo emfa enya asem na wonhu se yede amamu ehye wonsa na se obi region bi party bi tribe bi
and to amount it does not stop them from being part of the whole. Also you're part of the whole. And see, so unim na say follow sa party ya church media, that's fine. And they ya church mam wo hu. Nemo so unim ana wo yen so dia ene na wa khoye panimu na unim say we tiafi. No so o tie die no. Enti emfanye efutu ema ye ho. Emo bi bia a wonderful weekend. Na nyame yadmo a eye ebenada ye ba ya betwa enkomodie no so fefefe kama ye ko die aja yemfa reggae to so until best 9 o'clock ye beba me abesisem na afi the high life ato so for the rest of the night and tomorrow. Bye bye.